Dynamax Raikou is coming into Pokemon GO soon during this upcoming weekend max battle event, and today we will check out whether it's a good Pokemon and also what Pokemon we can use to counter it. Alright, so hi to all of you guys. So yes, first things first, let me go ahead and bring my screen up and show you guys under here, Pokebattler.com. For those of you who have never checked out this website before, I really recommend to check it out. Alright, I'll put the link in the description down below. And for today, we'll be checking out under the rates, alright, and as of now, we can scroll down and see that breaking news, the popular rates and even the max battles that are available, the Gigantamax and Legendary Dynamax rates are here. So we got Dynamax Raikou, usually Pokebattler, they'll update in accordance to what will be the upcoming raid bosses, and they'll put up the recommended Pokemon that we used. So you can even search for other Pokemon if you scroll all the way to the bottom. I'll show you guys once over here. We continue to scroll all the way down. You can see every single Pokemon, alright, including those even from the past. And those in the future, even Mega Mewtwo and whatsoever, even Arceus, they are all available. Normally what I do is, in order to test a certain typing that Pokemon, whether is it good or not, I'll use Arceus, because Arceus usually is a single typing. So of course the normal form Arceus is basically the original one, and I choose whichever typing that I want to test it against, and that will give me a rough indication of which Pokemon are the best. So as of today, we'll be using the one over here for Dynamax Raikou. So Dynamax Raikou is a pure electric type Pokemon. It is weak to only one typing, and that is ground. So the thing is, Dynamax Raikou, this will be the first time ever in Pokemon GO. And the team that we'll be using, so we'll check out over here. Overall, the number one Pokemon to use against Raikou is Excadrill. Excadrill literally resists or double resists electric. The only thing that we need to be concerned about is Shadow Ball, but still with Mud Shot and Earthquake, it's literally the number one attacker against it. I really recommend to use Mud Shot. As you guys can see, is recommending all Mud Shot for the top 3. Mud Shot generates energy or the max meter very quickly. It's better than the Mud Slap, so please use that. Second Pokemon to use is Gigantamax Venusaur with Vine Whip and Sludge Bomb, and basically it resists electric, so hence why it's really good also. It's neutral to Shadow Ball. Third Pokemon is Rillaboom with Razor Leaf and Earth Power, and it's a very strong Pokemon to use too. Number 4 is Metagross with Zen Headbutt and Earthquake. However, it does get hit with super effective damage from the Shadow Ball, so that's something to be taken into consideration. Number 5 is Greedent with Mud Shot and no charge move at all. The reason why no charge move is recommended is because you want to try and Dynamax quicker. So using a Mud Shot and not using any charge move will Dynamax you quicker. And in this situation with Greedent being a normal type Pokemon, it double resists the Shadow Ball but neutral damage from the electric type moves itself. So the thing about Greedent though, it only has Mud Shot, but Mud Shot basically generates energy so quickly. So if you use Excadrill with only Mud Shot alone, not using any charge moves, you would Dynamax in 43 seconds. Whereas if you were to use your Mud Shot and Earthquake, you Dynamax in about 50 plus seconds. So hence that's the difference. The better way to do it is to Dynamax as quickly as possible. The reason for that is during the Dynamax state, and even once you are Dynamaxing that mode, when you are still Dynamaxing in that state, you will be invulnerable. The Pokemon will not suffer any damage from the raid boss itself. Alright, number 6 is Gigantamax Gengar, recommended to use Shadow Claw, no other charge moves also. And number 7 is Venusaur with Vine Whip and Sludge Bomb. Number 8 is Gigantamax Kingler with Mud Shot and no charge move again. Number 9 is Kingler with Mud Shot and no charge move. The reason why Kingler, they are ranked so highly is because the attack stat is just super duper high. Alright, but then you guys can see survivability wise, they are going to get one shot KO by a Thunder or even Wild Charge. Alright, next one is Machamp with Counter and Cross Chop. That's a Pokemon that is relatively good, but Gigantamax Machamp will actually be better. So Machamp, Counter and Cross Chop, not Machop. Alright, so that's basically the top 10. I'll show you guys the Pokemon to use if you want to take down the boss as quickly as possible. So number 1 is Gigantamax Gengar. Gigantamax Gengar hits harder than Dynamax Excadrill. Unfortunately, there is no Gigantamax Excadrill at all. So Gigantamax Gengar actually hits harder. For the Gigantamax, the difference between the non-Gigantamax, basically the Dynamax, the difference is it hits 100 damage more for the max attack itself. So I would say if you have a maxed out max attack Gigantamax Gengar, it is better to use that over Excadrill. But if you have an Excadrill with level 3 max attack, meaning it's, the max attack itself, versus a Gigantamax Gengar with level 1 max attack. You rather use the Excadrill because there is same type attack bonus. Of course, there's also same type attack bonus for the Gigantamax Gengar, but there is super effective damage that you will deal to the Raikou itself. But if you actually manage to get yourself a level 2 or the Gigantamax Gengar's max attack, it's better to use that over the level 3 max attack Excadrill. Alright? So next one is Gigantamax Kingler with Mud Shot, and Kingler with Mud Shot also is rank 3 and rank 4, but you use it as an attacker. So the way to use this Pokemon, basically the overall just now, the one that I showed you guys first, you would want to use at least two of those as a tanker, or if you want to use one to take the risk, sure, but I recommend having two like Excadrill just now as you guys saw, and then you can have one attacker like your Gigantamax Gengar. So that's what I plan to do, 2 Excadrills plus 1 Gigantamax Gengar, and when I'm Dynamaxing in that mode, I'm going to switch over to my Gigantamax Gengar and do my attacks. But if I need to shield up, I'm going to shield up only the Excadrill. The Gigantamax Gengar will just be swapped out once my Dynamax is over. Alright, number 5 is Gigantamax Charizard, deals a lot of damage, but like I said, Gigantamax Gengar deals more. Then Gengar, then Inteleon with Water Gun, and Water Gun, with 8 Dynamax, it will do a super effective damage. No, it will not do super effective damage, it will do neutral damage, but the attack stat is so high that it's, I guess, recommended also. And then number 8 is Krabby. Number 9 is Gigantamax Venusaur. Number 10 is Metagross with Zen Headbutt and Earthquake. Alright, so those are basically the Pokemon to use against Raikou. I really recommend to try and prepare yourselves, and not just to prepare the mons itself. But if you guys can, alright, go to the Pokemon that you guys are intending to use. Remember to actually unlock the moves. So scroll all the way to the bottom, unlock the moves. So there's Max Quick, Max Guard, Max Spirit. Make sure you try and upgrade it as high as you can. There are 3 levels to it, level 1, level 2 and max level, so that's level 3. So I really recommend to work on that. So if I show you another Excadrill over here, you guys can see this one has Max Quick level 2, Max Guard level 1. So you want to try and unlock them, so you can tap on them when it's locked, you can tap on the move itself, you can unlock the Max Guard, you can also upgrade, you can tap on the move itself and upgrade to max level of level 3. So make sure you upgrade the max move. The max moves are way more important than actually powering up the Pokemon itself. So please do that if you actually want to have an easier time to take out the Raikou. And as for the Gengar itself, I will show you guys over here. This is my G-Max Gengar, and yeah, everything is all maxed out. Please max out the moves as well. So the move that you need to max out for the attacker, like your Gengar or your Excadrill or even your Charizard, if you intend to use that, is the G-Max attack. Remember to max out the attack itself. The guard and the spirit, you do not have to max those, but you need to try and upgrade those for the Excadrill if you want to use it against the Raikou. Get the max guard and also the max spirit for the Excadrill. The max guard is way more important. Get that over the max spirit itself. Alright, so that's one thing. And one more thing that if you can do, go down to all the way to, go to the battle. Alright, go to party and scroll all the way to the very bottom and power spot. So add a new team over there, and you can actually create a team. So I've already created one, so I'm going to remove this. Okay, so you can see I already created one. I put 2 Excadrill and 1 Gengar over there, because if you rely on the recommended team, sometimes they recommend you really weird stuff and it's not going to be ideal. So you really want to set your own team and just use the team that you have set up over there. So as you guys can see, Excadrill, basically these 2 will be my Excadrill for the Dynamax, Mudshot and Earthquake. This one also Mudshot and Earthquake, all maxed out max move. And also for my Gengar, also with the Shadow Claw, and I'm ready. Other than that though, I do have a few more Drubers that I'm thinking to upgrade. Like they are all like 96%, 96%, 96%, 96%, but I'll tell you the truth, which is the IVs ain't important as much as for PvP. So if you really have like a 90+% Excadrill or Drillbur, you can use it. And my motto is this. I forgot what's the word, sorry, I almost said mentor. My motto is this: power up your Pokemon when you need it. Alright, so do not power up when you do not need it. So as of now, since we are preparing for the Dynamax Raikou, if you want to prepare it, you can even prepare like a day before or even the morning itself before you go and fight the Dynamax Raikou itself. Who knows, maybe a day before the Raikou, you could get yourself a Hundo Drubber from the power spot itself. And if you upgrade now, may not be as ideal, so power it up only on the last day when you need it. But of course, you have to consider the max attacks, whether you are willing to, you know, spend money to actually get the max particles. But if you want to build one particular durable up, you can start building one that's above 90%. If you do not have any 90%, then you can choose one that's your best, basically. Alright, so that's it from me, man. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely remember to leave a like on the video. It'd be much appreciated. Thank you very much. And also share this video out with your friends, whoever would find this useful, and especially since we are preparing for Dynamax legendary Pokemon now, the best way to do it is to prepare as early as you can. Alright, so that's it from me. I'll see you guys in the next episode, in the next video. If you guys enjoy such videos, definitely remember to subscribe, because I do upload daily Pokemon Go content, especially this kind that will help you guys take down certain Dynamax or Gigantamax bosses in the future. Alright, so goodbye.